It is time for our new segment called Title Pie. It's also the most literal segment we do because I'm holding an actual pie. Here's how it works. The larger slice of pie that you get, the better chance you have of winning the title. Thus, the title Pie. Nick, please take it away.
All right, first we must show teams that get no slices whatsoever. By the way, we had a team moved up from 0% to a percentage.
Oh, wow.
We'll show you that. But first, the teams that have a 0% chance to win the title. Apologies to the Knicks. Knicks fans very mad at them walking the streets. The Timberwolves and, of course, the Warriors. And I see Brew literally drooling right now. I don't know if that's because he wants the pie or because he can't wait to argue with me about the Warriors. What's up, Brew?
The Warriors. That's what, like, how in the world you apologize to the Knicks fans?
Yeah.
How about apologizing to the people in San Francisco and the Bay Area? Look, I said earlier, I'm not saying they got to be the clear-cut favorites. You're saying they have no chance whatsoever. And I'm just looking at the teams because I'm waiting to see the list like everybody else. But I'm looking at the teams that weren't on the 0% chance. Miami, which has gone 5-8 over the last month.
Yeah.
They got a better chance than Golden State. Cleveland. So you're going to tell me Cleveland has a better shot of beating Boston and Milwaukee than Golden State has of winning the West? Come on. Memphis, whose best players in Florida right now?
I'll explain my thoughts on all of those teams in a moment. Sacramento, don't you dare argue the Warriors have more chance than Sacramento. Don't argue.
Nick, you like doing history. You like going, no, this has never happened. That's never happened. Guess what's never happened? A team that hasn't made the playoffs in nearly 2 decades to all of a sudden win the championship. Never happened.
Okay,
so take that to the bank.
What has never happened is a team that is right now 7-26, which means the most road games they could win if they went undefeated the rest of the way is 16, has won the title. Since 1980, no team that has finished under 500 on the road has won the title, and the Warriors right now have third worst road record, and it doesn't look like Wiggins come back. Now to the pie. 1%. Miami.
Oh.
They make the pie. You know, I watched that whole game last night. Jimmy Butler doing Jimmy Butler things. Mm-hmm. They show a graphic. Eric Spoelstra, 16 challenges this year, all in the fourth quarter, and 12-4 on them. Bam, making defensive stops. I'm like, playoff team. Can't discount them. They were a shot away from the finals last year. They made the finals 2 years prior. 1% chance.
They're the 7th
Miami, 1% chance.
Has that ever happened?
Well, 1% chance. And yes, make the finals. Yeah, it was 7 seed and 8 seeds made the finals. The New York Knicks, you demand I respect so much. 99 season. Look it up, Brew. I think you're working for the Akron Beacon Journal. 1%. I apologize. They had to drop some. Cleveland. So here's why they dropped. It's actually not due to anything they've done. It's due to the fact of how great Milwaukee has looked. And Cleveland is going to be in that 4-5 area, so they would have to play Milwaukee in round 2. And I just don't see how they can get past Milwaukee, but give them 1%. Memphis has dropped as well. They're down to 2%. No Ja, no chance. Now, if Ja comes back, they will get a much larger piece of the pie because they've actually played well without him. I give them credit. But their chances of winning 4 straight rounds without him are non-existent. And the latest reporting that he's seeking counseling down in Florida makes it seem like the odds of him coming back unlikely. Dallas down to 3%.
Your finals pick.
They're imploding. Listen, they are imploding. Brew's offering me an olive branch. Here's the thing, Brew. I don't need an olive branch because if you remember when we did our finals picks, I did something very shrewd. At the very end of picking Dallas, I said, however, if the Lakers trade Russ, I might have the Lakers. And the Lakers have traded Russ. So I added Mr. Consistency. I might have multiple teams.
Mr.
Dallas, though, listen, the only reason they're not at 0% is because Luka could go crazy. Like, in a good way. That Luka could put the team on his back like he did last year.
So
but
you're
Jason
no longer
Kidd,
Team Kyrie?
I've never been Team Kyrie. You tried to foist that upon me, and I would not take it. Next, Clippers, 5%. And it would be higher. But did you guys see the opening of their new arena, the construction thing, and the Beam signing? Struck me as a little odd. They're like,
I didn't see the Beam signing, I saw everyone miserable and hard-hat.
Okay, well, they were like, hey, everybody. Come, the final beam. Kawhi comes sign it. Paul George comes sign it. Russell Westbrook comes sign it. And I'm like, oh boy. that's a sign that they still are going to try to act like it's a big three there. And so I like how they've been playing. I like how Kawhi's been playing, but that concerns me.
Also shots at Sacramento.
Speaking of beams, light the damn beam. Sacramento moving up from 1% to 6%.
Wow, 6%.
Number 1 offense, number 1 clutch rating, maybe a first-team All-NBA guy in De'Aaron Fox. The best team in California this year. The Sacramento Kings. It's never happened in their history. They were the best team in California. They have been this year.
How's the defense?
7%.
We'll see about that.
Hey, guys, you know what?
Sorry.
Would you like me to get through the whole pie? It's getting late in the segment. A lot of interruptions over there. I think we have time for that later. 7%. Denver. So they go down just a tiny bit. Murray got dinged, which concerns me. Michael Porter Jr. is complaining about his role, and they've lost 3 straight.
Right.
9%. Downgraded.
Ooh.
The Boston Celtics.
Ooh.
Title Pie recognizes the strength of the curse of Broussard. And you see them lose to the Rockets yesterday without Şengün. Moving up 10%. The Lakers of Los Angeles. No one wants to play them. Be honest, nobody wants to play them. And I think they are climbing and going to get to the 6 line. Huge game against the Pelicans tonight. 80 revenge game. Then you get the Rockets. You win both those. You're 500 for the first time since last year. 12%. The Suns. Downgraded because of the Kevin Durant injury. They're not going to have continuity. Still massive talent, but the injury was the concern. And it's already happened before KD even plays a home game. Huge upgrade. 20%. Philly.
Wow.
They have the best record in the NBA over the last 4 months. They have won 5 in a row. Embiid just won Player of the Week and might be en route to winning MVP. They are tied with Boston in the loss column, and Harden has been playing outstanding. And then the biggest piece of the pie, just under a quarter of it, Milwaukee, 24%. 20-2 in their last 22.
Hello.
One of those being an overtime loss without Giannis. Giannis has been unbelievable. Drew Holiday making an all-NBA case. I don't think he's going to get there. They do look like a team on a mission. That Chris Broussard is this week's title pie.
All right. Obviously, I got issues with the Warriors not getting even a slice, but I think Boston, Nick, I would have Boston a little higher, 9%. I think the only teams I would put them behind would be Milwaukee. So I think they should be higher than Philadelphia. If you want to argue the Suns, but I'm with you, like Kevin Durant, I mean, they're going to have probably less than 10 games together heading into the playoffs. So I think Boston, they just beat Philly last month, not that long ago. They're 3-0 against Philly this year. You know that as well. So I think these are just the dog days. I'm not concerned about this losing streak. So I think
so
Boston
we're going to
should be
talk
higher.
more Boston in a moment. I am concerned about it because of what it's cost them. They looked like not a lock, but close to it for the 1 seed. Now they could end up falling to the 3 line, and I feel like they have real issues as far as with some of their rotations with Missoula. So for all those reasons, Wildes, what are you doing?
I'm cutting out the pie.
It looks good.
It's 1 double down and 1 apology.
Okay.
First, I would like to apologize. Oh, no, first I'd like to double down.
Yeah.
Because I am giving this huge slice.
Okay, you're not going to be able to actually cut that
It's
out.
live
buddy.
television.
This is
Don't
gonna
worry
be
about
Time
it. We
is
do a
ticking.
lot of cooking segments on this show.
Yeah.
This large slice here, this
Yeah.
doesn't look great, but it is great. Don't get me wrong. Is going to go to the Milwaukee Bucks. Why, you might add? Ask, that is. Best player, Giannis had 46 points last night. Also got into a little bit of a skirmish. Most wins. Best player, no drama. Best defensive rebounding team.
Oh, he's eating. Yeah.
And most wins in the league, if I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Now it's time for the apology.
Oh, let me see who this is.
I'm interested.
Let me see who this is, you little weasel. I knew it! You little weasel!
Because I like defense.
No, that's...
I like defense.
It's the Lakers,
You
if
guys
you guys didn't see.
you
Wildes
didn't-
mocks my graphic. Meanwhile, he flippantly pulls up a
Lakers,
piece of
people
paper. They
saw
couldn't
it.
see it. Go ahead.
The Lakers' defensive rating, Brew, what do you want me to do?
No,
the team is playing
I'll
great.
give it a shot, too.
Second, number 1 in all of these, best at defending the 3 all of a sudden. Vanderbilt comes in and all of a sudden you're great. Now, the caveat is maybe your guy's a little bit of a defensive liability, and if it comes back, I'm just saying.
Wow.
Those are
Most
just
of
the
that
numbers.
is without LeBron. Most of that was without LeBron, but
Okay, I
But
think
I'm
it's like
apologizing.
50-50.
so
I'm
where
giving
do
you
you
a
say
li-
are they the Western favorite now?
I'm not going to get into favorites. It's called Title Pie.
But you think they deserve a big piece?
This is my take.
That's like 20%.
What is that?
That's a solid piece.
That's a solid. That's a big piece of
That
play.
looks bigger than the Phoenix
ridiculous
piece.
size.
Is that bigger than the Suns?
How do they have that big of a?
No.
How can they have a chance to win the title when they're going to miss the play-in? Which you defiantly laughed at
I'm
us
sorry.
and defiantly told us what? You're sorry what?
You did say
New
that.
stuff happened. What do you want me? I'm not a fan. I'm not a LeBron fan. I'm here trying to
them to miss
analyze.
the play-in post-trades. What happened?
They started playing defense.
Well, who could have seen that coming? Except for the analysts on the show that told you.
You knew
like,
they were going to be the number one team defending the three? No way.
Number one, I thought it'd be top three, defending.
Yeah, and they're number one.
Okay,
if they were top three, I would have stuck with it.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's title pie. I'll be honest with you. We're not 100% sure if that segment works. But we're trying our best out here. It's a time for Celtics to hit the panic button. Next, first things first.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.